Hey guys, and welcome back to some fantasy football FPL, and this is my game week 4 slash last week's game week 3's points. So we're going to start with game week 3, and this is how I went. So I went with Raya in goal. Unfortunately, that red card against didn't help Arsenal, and they ended up drawing 1-1 with Brighton, which meant the clean sheet was gone. Also, another defensive performance from Man City. Who would have expected Ipswich to go on to score that? So I didn't get a clean sheet with Guardiola either. And Robertson again didn't get a clean sheet, but he did get assist. And obviously a yellow card as well, which was minus points. So my back line got a total of just 2, 4, 6, 10 points for 4 players, which is not great. But in the attacking return, Saka with an assist, Cole Palmer with an assist as well, a bonus points, and he was my captain. And the reason why I didn't go Mo Salah was because when I looked at the fixtures, Chelsea versus Crystal Palace and Man United versus Liverpool, the Chelsea Crystal Palace was a better fixture. In hindsight, probably because I'm a Man United fan, I was hoping United was going to get a clean sheet, so I didn't captain Salah, and I wish I had, because Salah picked up a goal and 2 assists, and if he'd been captain, he would have got double points. So a little mistake on my part there, guys. It's annoying, but that is how FPL goes. You know, sometimes you can make the right decision, sometimes you don't. Madueke again for Chelsea didn't do anything, and the reason why I went for the 2 Chelsea was because I thought if you have both of them, one of them would produce. Unfortunately, not really for Madueke. Smith Rowe, a game where I really thought he would influence, and he didn't. Isaac was on the score sheet for the first time this season against Tottenham, which is a good sight to see. Finally, after 2 weeks of really blanking, apart from assist, he finally gets his goal. And Weza as well scored a goal for Brentford in that 3-1 against Southampton. On the bench was Ramsdale with 2, Konza with 2, FaZe with 1, and João Pedro with 8. Yeah, that is right. I made the mistake of not putting Pedro on because of Arsenal's defensive ability, and obviously I think the red card had an effect of why Brighton was so good towards the end of the game, and obviously him scoring. So my overall points was 66. Let's go and look at the highest points. So the highest would have been 130 with Alisson in goal with 8, and that's because of a clean sheet, 3 saves. I guess you could have had anyone in this back 3, because if you hadn't gone Arsenal, no, there would have been more clean sheets, I guess. But they had Virgil van Dijk with a clean sheet there. They had Semio from Bournemouth, who I was actually looking at because he's a decent player. He scored a goal. Eze finally got a return the week that I took him out of my squad, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Mo Salah, captain of course, would have got a lot of points, and obviously this week they seem to have triple captained, which is a lucky return for them. But 34 point if I had gone captain would have been nice. Mbembo scored 2 goals. João Pedro, of course, we talked about him. Weza, and obviously the main man, Erling Haaland, up front as well with a hat-trick against West Ham. And then their bench was pretty decent, I guess. It doesn't really do much. So that was the best week. They did take 16 points though, so to get this, they could have just wildcard, unless they did waste him. As for the leagues, we have gone up, which is good. Let's go to the leagues. So overall in McDonald's, I've gone up from I think it was 16th to 10th, and we're not too far off. Obviously, the one who's on top had another good week, 72 points, but 66 is not bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 5 people above me had a kind of a better score. But I'm feeling quite confident for this week. As for the mini league that I'm running in, I've gone up to 4th in our store. Aiden is still top. Kevin just behind him. A little bit far off from top, unfortunately. But I think over the next 2 weeks with Erling Haaland blanking, I think this is my chance really to get those points and start moving up the table. I think if I can end game week 4, I don't know, maybe I don't even not even have to move up, just maybe like 5 points behind or something. As long as I don't go down the table, I think I'm looking good, bruv. Look all the way down the bottom. Probably doesn't really know how to play. But yeah, so that's quite... I'm happy with my performance last week. Going into this week, there's got to be some brave decisions. Firstly, Cole Palmer, 75%. He will play. I don't think we have to worry. The real problem is this Arsenal trio against Spurs and then Man City. If we look at fixtures, so Spurs and Man City up next, which means I'm going to have to make bold decisions. So realistically, I think I'm going to switch Concert in for Saliba for this week. I think João Pedro will come in for Weza. Because even though Brentford are the only team to have beat Man City last season, I just can't see it happening, and I can't really see them scoring. I think City will win, and I think Haaland might score, but I don't think he's going to go and do another hat-trick. So, Mo Salah needs to be captain. I'm not making that mistake. Vice will go to Isaac. I think that is what I'm going to run with. Go on here yet. Yeah, they're not getting a clean sheet. So this is the team that I'm going to run with for game week 4, guys. It's going to be Raya in goal, because as much as Arsenal versus Spurs is a tough game, if any team that is going to keep a clean sheet, it would be Arsenal. We know Konza, because Aston Villa have Everton, and Everton have been struggling, so Aston Villa can definitely pick up a clean sheet there. Robertson for his attacking return, and a game against West Ham, which is fairly even playing field. Man City against Brentford, they can keep clean sheet. Saka, because if there is going to be one man to step up in the Spurs game, it would be Saka. Cobb Armour, despite with that question mark Hazard sign, he will play, I think. Mo Salah captain, Madueke and Smith Rowe in the midfield, leaving Isaac and João Pedro. Even though I know João Pedro got called up for the Brazil squad, and there is a little bit of a worry on will he make it back in on time. I think that is the right decision to go with, because if he does play, Ipswich is a fantastic fixture for him. So that is my team for Game Week 4, guys. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next week to see the review of Game Week 4 and to talk about Game Week 5. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.